Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, the drain, where I haven't even unpaused it since last time, so let's do that. Put on the water flows. So the votes are in, and we're going to go with this. We're going to go with this. Maybe with a small change to it, because something has been brought to my attention that I completely forgot about. So let me repause the game here for a moment. Did I set these low priority? I did not. Let me redo that, because I want to make sure. So, right, yes, the thing that has been brought to my attention is beehives, which I completely forgot about and we absolutely want to use. So I'm going to unlock them, and yeah, we're going to have to figure this out here. So I want to go with the 38 by 38. Maybe we could have maybe one smaller, one bigger, I'm not quite sure. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that we have beehives in these places, if that makes sense. So I want to make sure the beehives are in there. We could go optimal and try and do like that with it, and then just try and move the paths out, which is doable, sort of. It's not really, because the things will be in the wrong places. There's no reason why we couldn't just do it this way anyway and not worry about it. Have it overlapping doesn't really matter in any way, shape or form. They can happily overlap the beehives. They don't stack. So yeah, they don't stack in any way, shape or form. So it doesn't really matter. You put them like this. Oh, that would work as well. Yeah. Yeah, they don't stack in any way, so there's no overlapping them. Doesn't give you extra bonuses, so yeah, it's not there. Another option we have as well, which is a little bit of a cheaty option, but also maybe not. Providing you build too high above crop. So if you build, so let's come over here and do this here. So if I put in a platform here, like this, build too high, then you can put in a platform connected to this one, like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. It doesn't affect the crop underneath it. Trees, I think you need to go 3 high to do it. Yeah, I think trees need to go 3 high for it. But trees don't get affected. But what we can do with that is we could put this in here, and then we could put the beehives on top, because they affect everything below them. So we could put the beehives. No, we can't, because the beehives must go on ground. Okay, scrap that idea. Scrap that idea. So you can't even put. Oh yes, of course you can't put them in rivers either. So yeah, they don't work flooded. They don't work that. They used to. They used to many years ago. Scrap that idea. That doesn't work. So we're gonna have to go with something like this. But I did look at whether there was some way we could change it up so that we could get the most effective beehive size and get like the best size crop. I discovered previously through many experimentations that if you build 4 beehives like this, and you had the path run on the outside of the beehives, the path would be like that. Okay, we'll get rid of the one in the center just so I don't confuse myself. Yes. In fact, we probably want to get rid of that and all. So remove everything in there if you can. There you go. Put on. Okay. Like this. Put on. There you go. Boom. Then you put in 3 farmhouses, and it works. It works. They keep up. The farmhouses keep up with 3 like this. So the 4 beehives like this. The 3 farmhouses keep up with it. Even the folktales. The 3 of them. So you have 1 planting in the center and 2 on the outside harvesting. It works quite well. So I would like to do that, but there's no way I can see of doing it like with the paths coming in, if that makes sense. The tunnels, if I move this over by 1, the gap's here, which doesn't work for the tunnel here. We could always move it to the side, but then that wouldn't always work around it, because you can't move it. If I moved this one up by 1 to here, that's fine, but then this one's in the center, so it works on this axis, it doesn't work on that axis. So So yeah, so we'd move this one up here, but then this one can't be moved to make a gap for the path here. Not that we need a path on the outside here, but we will need one here. So I'm trying to find something that looks symmetrical as well, because it's nice that. I think we're just going to possibly go with having slightly smaller ones, not worry about having the most efficient beehive production. Yeah, there's no real way I can look at changing that. Even this is too small for it, so because they're 14, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could do a 7 by 7. It makes it 14, and then obviously 14 does not divide by 3, so we'd have to go with 3, 3, 3, 2. If I'd have realised that, I would have probably tried and design the squares based on that from like the start. But I forgot that beehives exist, so yeah. Could always go with two high. Like that. But I'm not a fan of that. I think we're just going to go with the 3. I think we're just going to go like this, and have the paths in where we had the paths by default, just like this. And not worry about it. We'll put the beehives wherever we want to put them. I don't want to put them on the paths because beavers that walk along beehives, near beehives, can get stung. So I don't want any beaver that's not working actually in the farms getting stung. So we want to, at the very least, move them off of the road. Don't want to be back there. We could always just put one in the centre, like here, and not worry about the rest of them. But they only cost paper, so it's not exactly like they're expensive to run. So then we put in like a farmhouse there, a farmhouse there, and a farmhouse there. Like that. Yeah. I think that's going to be the best bet. What I may do for storehouses is try and do a platform in between with a ladder going up. So the platform, the storehouses for the crops are there. It is quite a small field. Looking at it, it doesn't need 3. Absolutely doesn't need 3. It'll probably go over just 2. Easily get over just 2. In fact, I think so. Yeah, I think we'll just go with 2 on that. And I might even just put. In fact, what I think we'll do on these fields is we will go with having one there and one there. Like that. That would make sense. I think perhaps, maybe, I don't know, maybe they should be on the sides. I don't know, we'll figure out as and when we come to build it. So yeah, I think we'll just deal with what we have for the moment and not worry about the beehives. They'll just go in wherever. The beehives will just go in wherever, however. So yeah, I think that's going to be fine. And we might have like one of these do one of these tiles will be for dedicated food, one will be for leisure, one will be for trees, and then basically just kind of duplicate that 4 times and have 4 little colonies. Yep, I know it sounds a little odd, but we'll probably have 4 not separate colonies, they'll still be connected, but have 4 colonies connected, and then like this one's industry, this one's trees, this one's food. Maybe this one could be some food as well, because we won't need that many trees. We definitely won't need that many trees. And then this one would be like leisure and where beavers live, possibly like in the channels in between, so they can easily get down to work. Although they will all be replaced with bots at one point. So, okay, I think that's the plan. That's the plan. Yes, that's the plan. That's the absolute plan. So, what I'm going to do is destroy all this. No, I'm not. Oh no, it's out. We can always rebuild it because I don't want this one built like this. I don't want it built yet. 1 anyway, and 2, we want it to be built with the bigger platforms, along with this wall and this wall. Okay, we want this wall and this wall to be built on the lower ones, so this one's to be just 1 high, because we need to put in all the infrastructure for having the power running through it. I'm really hoping the water doesn't raise too high, causing these water wheels to end up flooding. Otherwise we've got to come in here and rebuild it and change things, and then even change the outflow paths. And if they do flood, then we're going to have issues with actually taking out the power line that's in here and putting in too high levies. So I don't know how we'll do that. We'll probably take the power wheels out, build infrastructure on the outside, rebuild the inside one, and then break the outside one. That's probably going to be the best way to do it. Or alternatively, I think we'll discover if the water's going to rise too much fairly soon. Well, not soon, but by the time we build 1 or 2 quadrants, we're going to know if the water's got a problem. So we can always break these here to let the water go down, and then rebuild the infrastructure that we need. So yeah. Okay, so let's build. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that all normal priority, make that all normal priority, because we want those built. They can just be whenever. This is a normal priority right here. Yeah, that's fine. You're still picking up all the wood here. I need to remove all this as well down here. Let's delete those. Oop. Oop. Yes. Let's prioritize all of that again, because I want them picking up all the wood. So what I'm also going to do is get a couple more beavers going. That would be nice. And get a couple more building places, because builders are the only ones that can pick up rubble. So if we build a couple of builders huts, then we can get that going. And also it will help us just build things as well, just in general. It would help us build things. We're going to get rid of this as well in here. Probably going to regret that when stuff starts flooding, but just get rid of it and set it as a high priority. But there you go. And then we can get a couple of builders huts going. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, and 4. That looks like a good number. Boom. We will prioritize these so they get built. This is lowest priority, and these should all be second to lowest priority. Okay, we don't have any science running, excuse me, but we will do that. We'll tap that off the main power grid soon. I'd also need to get some planks going again, because these will require lots of planks. I should probably up the priority of the 2 places, which can get power from the back of these lodges, because these are all powered together. So okay, unpause the game, go. Priority wise, I think I've said this before, the rubble priority, the highest rubble priority is 1 lower than the highest build priority, if that makes sense. They look at, so we want to build something, so let's have a look at all the priorities, and they go, okay, so this is the highest priority build wise, so we will build this first, and then a next priority. So if I put in a high one, for instance, so like I made that high one, that would not get built before all this gets picked up. So that's the highest priority you can do. This is the next priority for rubble, and then that one, and then that one for this one, and so on and so forth. So they were always priorities building over rubble, but only on it's weird. They prioritize building over rubble, but the rubble priority also matters. So a higher rubble priority beats a standard building priority, if that makes sense. But yeah, so okay, let's just speed the time and let them go and build the things, and we'll keep an eye on this as well. This is 0.58. This should start rising, I believe. This should start rising over time. So let's get this all built, and we'll get, so that's running there. Oh, we also need more beavers, don't we? Yeah, we're going to need more beavers. I don't want to put any beavers out here. Let's put some beaver housing down here. Okay, and we'll make that a high priority as well. There you go. Okay, because we need more beavers. If we're going to have more places for beavers to live or work, we're going to need more beavers. Otherwise, we're going to run out of haulers, and yeah. We also are possibly going to need to turn on our farm at some point, but right now we're okay because we got loads of wood. Okay, let's be back when stuff has finished doing what it's doing. Okay, that was a lot, but a lot has been done, and I just wanted to build stuff rather than, yeah. So all the housing has been moved over to here. I did mention an episode or two ago that it was going to put the housing outside in the channels. Can't do that with double high levees. It won't work because the door's here. We'd have to raise it up by one. And we could do that. We could put loads of platforms in here and raise it up by one. I'm just going to put it here like this, and then we got water pumps on top. So we've got 12 houses, water pumps on top, loads of storage for water on top as well, just because I could. I'd like to put the large storage in, but if we did that, we can only get 2 of them in with a gap in the centre. That might not be such a bad idea though. We'll figure it out. I have had to actually turn on the foresters. They've just been turned on because we're down to 22 logs. I built all of these to try and use some wood because none of the wood was getting picked up that was over here because we had no storage for it. So I built all these and changed another lumber mill, gear workshop out for a lumber mill because we were struggling for planks. We're no longer struggling for planks because we wood. So yeah, now all these are going to get built over here, which is going to be awesome. I have done this here so that we can put in our tunnel. I don't want to destroy this yet, although I think we might be good to do it. We are not very high, so it would flood, but if we flood the whole thing at once, then the water spreads out and can evaporate quicker. So we're going to do that, and this might be terrible or brilliant. Oh no, we'll do that because there's a hole there. There's a hole there on the end, so we'll leave that one just for a moment. Connect that one there, connect that one there. We might as well connect a path there, and we might as well connect a path there as well. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to prioritize picking up all those bits of wood. Thank you very much. Okay, and then we're going to put in a tunnel here, and I'm going to put in a tunnel there as well. So yeah, okay. So all these are double high with just a single levee on top of the tunnels, so it's all working fine. Water-wise, we've gone up to 0.62, so we are raising in water just extremely slowly, but that's fine. Let's let the water do its flowy thing here. It might not even flood all that much because it's just the surface. It's so shallow. It may not even be able to flood over. I would have thought it would flood a bit more than that considering the volume of water there, but yeah. One thing I haven't done as well is I haven't prioritized all of these. Let's do that. Just to make sure beavers get water. That's important. And then these should all be a slightly higher priority, which they are. And then obviously all things like this are lower priority. And it's here. I may swap over the builders and the haulers. We don't need the builders right now. So in fact, what I'll do is I'll just pause the builders. We can just turn them on as and when we need them. So yeah, there we go. And now obviously we have a lot more beavers here. We're going to need to deal with food. But that's fine because we can deal with food soon-ish, hopefully. To build that one as well. So, yeah, speed up time. Go. Okay. So I think we are good. We just got to wait for this to evaporate. It's just going to take a little bit of time. That's fine. And we need to build this outside area up here as well. So let's have a look at how we're going to do that. We can get anywhere on top for the moment. We can't get over here. We don't need to get over here. That's fine. We do need to get over there because we need to connect the power to each other. Okay. So let's build a double platform there to start with. Okay, we want that. And then we're going to want to build the power connection and everything. So everything that I put in last episode and then removed again between episodes because I wasn't entirely sure of it. What I want is that one, ironically, but in this, so we're just going to go. You there, you there. They can get into it from this here. This is actually a pathway they can get to, so we can build that. I just need to make sure I build these in order, so I need to build that connection first and this one. Although they're going to be dams up there, aren't they? This needs to get built first before anything else, before these. And then we're going to have to find a way to get on top. Which I think my plan here will be will be very much dependent on the universal power shaft. Because the idea I have, let's have a look see here. So I want a 1x2, that one. So we're going to go loop, 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 and then I think this will be a triple one over this actually. We'll figure that out later, but that's later. So we're going to have to, we're transferring the power up, so the power is going to be up on top. So we want to have universal, universal, universal. We need that. We need that like that. And then we're going to have a line along here and a corner piece here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a intersection here like this, so it can go left, right. It doesn't need to. It's probably never going to get you if we don't need to bridge across because these connect across. But I want to give myself the option to do something in here if I need to. So I've got, there we go, boom. Now that's fine. But what I want to do is I want to build on top of this. Okay. And then path across, and I can. It will let me. Okay, so these can be pathed on top. Awesome. Okay. Okay, I didn't know they could. That's beautiful. So put that on top of there, and then put a path on top of there. And then we just get a ladder, and we come here, and we go up and up, like that. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy that floor piece. I'm going to put it in from ground level up. Like that. And I believe the yeah, it should go to the end there, but yeah, so just from ground level up, just so it's, I mean, they can get from this level, they can get from that level, they can get from everyone to go to, but if we change something here, the ladder's already in place. I haven't got to worry about destroying it and be like, oh no, I have to destroy the whole thing and rebuild it. So yeah, so there's that. Awesome. Okay, and then we want to get another levee going on here. This no, 2 2 1 2 1 like that, and then we run the power line along here, and then we'll disconnect this and change this up. We could also, and I will do, run a power line here to this, and then these will all be connected to each other and will power this. And I don't have to worry about build order because they'll build all this and they'll be able to get up on top. Yeah, some beavers might get stuck. We've got Unstuckify. Doesn't matter. We'll never even notice. We'll never even notice. Okay. This is the little concerning bit. So, there is in fact a patch right smack bang in the centre where our trees don't grow, which is what we expected. That's what we expected. Okay, so the trees. So I'm just gonna say, okay, can you harvest those trees in the centre first, please? Just get rid of those. So yeah. So okay, let's count. Let's count the things. So including the wall, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It goes 16 tiles. Okay, so if you want to make it completely green, 32 by 32 is the largest you can go. So there we go. Okay, so we've got a small tile and tent here. We can make that green again by putting in a little water dump if we want to, and that will become completely green and fine. We do also have pipes and stuff, which I do want to play with. There was a suggestion from somebody in the comments to the last episode. I don't have YouTube up. I'm sorry, I cannot remember the name. We could there were a lot of comments on the last video, and thank you for all the comments on the video. I'm trying to remember who was who, and I can't. No, my brain's gone failure, so I'm sorry, but it's a crazy idea of blocking off the entire water sources and using pipes. There are underground pipes we can get to pipe the water underground to where we need it to go. I really like that idea. I really like that idea. We're going to try. We're not going to do it here, but maybe like in this quadrant. We could do it, you know, like so. So we'll build this one normally, and that'd be fine. And we'll build this one normally because we need the underground ruin. So we'll get that all done normally, fine. But in fact, that's going to be the second one we build over there. And then maybe over here we can have a play with something, we could try and pump the water underneath, leave the channels on top for the moment, but then block it off slightly and do things. If stuff starts going wrong, we can always reflood it. You know, we can just test and play with things, and if stuff goes wrong, we can cancel it, reflood it, and not worry about it. We've got this established over here, just to see whether we could take all the water sources, maybe channel them all to the center here, down to like this one channel here, and then from having a little river on the outside, just pump all the water down somewhere. I like that, the concept. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to do that, but we may not be able to do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. This is something else that I missed as well. The mechanical water pump. It doesn't use beavers. It just pumps water, and it's 4 deep. I saw this after I built this and thought, oh, if I had not done that, then maybe we could have done this sort of thing all the way around, and then put the water pumps, these big water pumps, on top, and they could get power from underneath them. But then I've kind of realised that, hey, the power line's going to be on this level anyway, so we could just run in and plug straight in the side of one of them, power them, and maybe we could just use mechanical water pumps to pump the water out and then have power connect. So that's an option. That's an option, and it saves beavers. We want to go mechanical. We want to do all the mechanics. So yeah, let's destroy that. Let's put in our tunnel there. I kind of want to slightly prioritize these tunnels, if you don't mind, over everything else, because we want to build them. And that's going to flood over there. That's fine. That's no problem. Hey, green trees. Woo. So yeah, there we go. So now we know. Water, when it's one, so for every tile up, I guess it travels an extra 2 tiles in, because I know if you put a single hole in, it will travel 14 tiles out as far as it can go, and then it's a big circle. So if you put it in the center, it will travel out 14 tiles. So that's fine. And then here we're going 16 tiles, so it's gone 2 by going up by 1. As the water level rises, it might go even further because of how that works. I'm not sure. I think it does. I believe if the water level rises higher, it can flood more inland. So maybe if we get the water level up a little bit higher, we'll get a bit more. We'll maybe get 1 tile in there. But generally, I'm not that fussed. I think we'll move our trees over here somewhere. This might become... I should put houses and stuff in the centre here, but we've got so many things we need to build anyway that uses green land. It doesn't matter. And we've got plenty of green land. We could make this entire 1/2 section here all be trees. We might do that. We might do that all trees, and then make like this side, well, not this side because this is going to be the industrial part, but we've got options. We've got choices. We've got many things we could and can't do, and the ones we can't do, we're going to try anyway. And yeah, so we shall leave this one here. I'm going to enable one of those because we've got spare beavers, and we shall come back next time and we will carry on with the building of things. We need to build all this up here. It shouldn't be a problem. It's too far away from the district. Yeah, it's fine. It'll get built soon. In fact, let's just turn on all our builders because we need more builders at the moment. So yeah, and we're going to get loads more beavers anyway because we've got more houses. So okay, so I will let this get built here. I will keep an eye on the water level. If it starts rising a little bit too much, which it shouldn't do, we will deal with that. But well, there you go. We can now get out this way. Awesome. There you go. Cool. And we will come back next time and we will carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always,